The action of an Anglican priest to demolish a house in Bull Savannah in St. Elizabeth has shocked the entire community and has driven a wedge between them and the clergywoman. Kirk Wright explains.
Alicia Smith had just left her home in Bull Savannah, St. Elizabeth and boarded a flight at the Norman Manley International Airport heading to Canada when something totally unexpected and disturbing happened.
And then I got a phone call that my house is being demolished.
She left the airport and rushed to St. Elizabeth, hoping she would have arrived in time to halt the demolition.
So by the time I got back to St. Elizabeth, I was too late. The house was already demolished. There was only just maybe one wall, two walls that's left.
The two-bedroom, fully furnished house with living room was habitable and in perfect condition. Miss Smith says she, her mom, and her son were all born there. She says she was in shock and headed straight to the Junction police station.
I made a report. The report, I got a receipt which said it was unauthorized demolition of a two-bedroom apartment. So I went to the house in Bull Savannah with some officers, and my cousin, who is a pastor, which is the one who conducted this act.
Reports are that the priest who allegedly organized the demolition says she got power of attorney to demolish the building from her uncle, who is said to be legally blind and lives overseas. But Ms. Smith says the demolition was illegal because the house and land are owned by her mom, who lives in Canada with her.
I paid off the mortgage August 2023 from NHT, and NHT got in touch with me to let me know that they're going to pass the file on to the National Land Agency so that they can go ahead and issue a registered title. So I've been in dialogue with them prior to this, but the last email I got from them was on May 3rd.
Now the demolition has angered the Bull Savannah community, who believes the priest was not in a right to demolish the perfectly livable structure.
And I must say this is one of the wickedest acts I ever seen from I am 74 years old now. Because it's not an old building. People all about want place to live still on the street, and it's a well, good, finished house. So this is very wicked.
But as a priest, this should never have been her final or first decision to do a demolition of a house that is livable, perfect. In this side of St. Elizabeth, where persons has lost so much in 2 hurricanes past, we hold our dwellings so close to our hearts. And you know what, they are family members. Wrong decision. Wrong.
We went to the home of the Anglican priest accused of carrying out the act to get a comment, but was told she was not there, even though she was seen staring at our news team from her window, refusing to come out. Commander for the St. Elizabeth Division, Superintendent Courage Minto, says the matter is being investigated before any possible actions are taken. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.